Yo, what is good, Sixer Nation? Welcome on in to another edition of Philly Take with RB. NBA Playoff Game Day Live here on a Thursday evening as we have the Golden State Warriors taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves in game number 2, trying to do it again. Can the Timberwolves find a way to bounce back? Can the Golden State Warriors find a way, somehow, some way, to pull off another one on the road? Steph Curry out with injury. Backs up against the wall now. But one thing these playoffs have shown us is that anything is possible. So we'll see what happens, man. Jimmy Butler needs to rise to the occasion. Draymond Green has to be strong. Minnesota needs to desperately bounce back after a rough showing in game 1. We'll get into it all, man. We'll break it down. Give you the live play-by-play reactions. Chop it up, man. Live stream marathon in the playoffs. Let's keep it going. 5 days in a row. Let's get it. Let's go, man. Let's go. Welcome on in, man. Happy Thursday evening. I am RB. This is Philly Take with RB. Welcome on in to the show. NBA Playoff Game Day Live, where we've been live streaming as many playoff games as we can. Do me a favor on the way in. Be sure to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 43,000 subscribers. Let's do it tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder, be sure to follow us on all platforms, Instagram and TikTok at Philly Take with RB. Follow me on Twitter/X at RB Philly Take. I'm on Bleacher Report 2 times a week. We drop content every single day here covering the 76ers and the NBA. And we also cover the Philadelphia Eagles over on A to Z Sports Philly. Be sure to join our Discord server. It's where we have all the fans joined in as a community behind the scenes and where we talk every single day. And be sure to consider becoming a channel member if you guys want to get the emojis and the loyalty badges, all that and more in the live chat. Shouts to the members, the moderators. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Thursday. Welcome in. Guys, I need your energy once again tonight. Big game here for both teams. Golden State without Steph Curry. He was ruled out for the next week at least. He's got a hamstring strain from game 1. Unfortunate to see. He had a thumb injury coming into the series, and now he's dealing with a hamstring. So, who knows, man? Who knows if Steph Curry will even be able to come back? It's really a hit with how good these playoffs have been when you have a guy that goes out like that, especially the leader of the team, one of the greatest players ever. But, yeah, man. Steph Curry out, Minnesota trying to bounce back. I'm sure Anthony Edwards will be much better in game 2. I still think that the Timberwolves have a liability as it pertains to Rudy Gobert, which we'll talk about more, but everything went according to how I thought it would in game 1. I did think Minnesota would win, just given that they had more rest than Golden State, but they really just did not show up at all. They couldn't shoot the ball to save their life. And even when Steph Curry got hurt in the early second quarter, it was Golden State that prevailed. Draymond played really good. And, yeah, man, Buddy Hield did Buddy Hield things. Buddy Hield had 24 in game 1, led the Warriors, 5 triples. Can Buddy Hield continue this run? Maybe. Guess we'll have to wait and find out. Warriors shot 43% from long range in game one. I don't know if that's going to happen again. Minnesota shot 17% in game one. I'm sure they'll be much better. They'll be relying on guys like DiVincenzo and Jaden McDaniels to knock down shots. Julius Randle's got to be better. And most importantly, Anthony Edwards, right? I mean, Edwards had 14 boards in game one, and he had 23 points, but he just didn't do enough. You know, he was quiet for most of the game. So much to the point where Chris Finch actually called him out. Chris Finch called out his team, so shout out to him. I respect that. And we'll see if they can bounce back tonight. All right, man, let's go to the chat. Let's give some shout outs. If you guys are in here, man, do me a favor, like the stream right now. Get us up to 100 likes. That is the goal so we can wake up our neighbors. And let's go, man. We got Daniel Berry in the chat. TMB, what's up? Mark Saber, what's up? Busy B in the house. What's up, Busy B? We got our channel members in here. Matt says, does this game even matter? My Knicks have already won the championship. You see, and that's the type of mentality right there, Matt, that is going to get the Knicks bounced. That is the type of mentality, and that right there is why I don't understand the Knicks fans' mentality. Like, why can't you guys just be humble for a game? You had a great win last night, 2 comeback wins in the same exact fashion, and then you come in here and act like you've won the championship already. I don't understand why the Knicks fans do that. And honestly, if you continue to act that way and the players get that mindset, they're probably going to lose to the Celtics or the Pacers. I do think the Celtics are in a really tough spot, and I think their backs are pinned against the wall. I do feel like at this point the Knicks probably hold the advantage. But you never know with Boston. They can come alive real quick. So anyway, be humble. Banj in the house. What's up, Banj? He says, I'll be in after the Rays beat the Phillies. That's a crazy declaration, Banj. And why are you a Rays fan? Why are you a Rays fan, man? What kind of stuff is that? Rays and a Sixers fan? That's an interesting combo. JS says, Wolves turned into shot chuckers. They did, but I'll tell you this right now, man. These playoffs have been very surprising. There's been a lot of thrilling moments. If Minnesota can't beat Golden State tonight, they deserve to get swept. There's my prediction for this game. Guys, give me your score predictions in the chat right now. What is your final score prediction for tonight's game? I think the Timberwolves win it. I think they win it by a good amount. Not that I don't believe in Jimmy Butler. I'm one of Jimmy's biggest advocates. But I just don't see a way that Minnesota doesn't come out in full response mode tonight, especially after getting called out by their coach. This is a team that went to the Western Conference Finals last year. And Anthony Edwards knows that he has to be way better. So I think Minnesota wins game 2. I'm going to say they win it by a final score of 122 to 107. 122 to 107 is my final score prediction. I think the Warriors will handle their own. You know, I don't think they'll get embarrassed, but I just think Minnesota knows that they have to respond. Guys, once again, be sure to check out all the content on the channel. I dropped another Sixers video earlier today. I'm telling you, man, I've been on the grind. I've really been on the grind these last few days. We've been live streaming now for 5 days straight. We've been dropping videos almost every single day. So if you do enjoy and appreciate and respect the content, be sure to like the show and subscribe to the channel. But yeah, I'm going 122, 107. Tell you guys now, we'll probably won't be streaming tomorrow night. Saturday, we'll pick it back up. But hey, man, we've been pumping out the live streams for you guys. I'm sure we'll still have a lot of fun tonight, even though Curry is not playing. Definitely is frustrating that Curry got hurt last game. I hate it. I picked the Warriors to be the dark horse team at the start of this playoffs, and it all was dependent upon health. And the Warriors have been cooking. You know, if Steph is healthy, I mean, they could definitely make a run. But like we talked about last game, Curry could be out anywhere from a week to 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 5 weeks. He could be out for the rest of the season. We don't know. Hamstrings are interesting. They're tricky. You know? So anyway, man, welcome into the show. Thanks for being here. Give me your final score predictions in the chat. Final score predictions in the chat. I'm going 122 to 107. JB in the house. What's up, JB? RB's neighbor in the chat. What's up, RB's neighbor? Matt says 123.97 Wolves. JB 111.99 Golden State. Busy Bee says 109 to 100 Wolves. Sean says 125, 120. Curry drops 30. Well, Curry's out. Curry is not playing. TMB says 122 to 117 Warriors. Mark says Warriors win 120 to 101. Yeah, I just can't see Golden State winning this game. If they do, though, shout out to them. They deserve a lot of credit. But we'll see what happens, man. Guys, like the stream, man. We only have 16 likes. You guys are slacking right now. Come on, man. We got to push this content out to more viewers. We don't always stream these games, so we need to push this content out to new viewers, man. We're going to read your comments out all night. We'll shout you guys out in the chat. Welcome on in. Hope you all are doing well. Daryl Morey had a press conference today for all my Sixer fans out there. We covered that. So once again, be sure to check out the video from earlier today. The more you guys interact, the more fun this chat will be. We're going to get the other scoreboard up here as we speak. Game getting ready to get underway. Game number 2, Warriors versus Wolves. For the Wolves tonight, obviously they got to make more shots, but Rudy Gobert needs to find a way to impact the game. I told you he'd be a liability. He was in game 1. That's why they only played him 26 minutes. As for Golden State, playoff Jimmy's going to have to come alive. Jimmy's going to have to turn back into Miami Jimmy here. Jimmy's going to have to be Miami Jimmy. He's going to have to be that guy, you know? So we'll see what happens. Edwards had 23 on 22 attempts in game 1. Definitely not good enough. All right, man, let's get it going. Warriors 29-11 since trading for Jimmy Butler. Question is, can he be the alpha? Starting for the Golden State Warriors, it'll be Brandon Podziemski in place of Steph Curry, Buddy Hield, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, and Quentin Post. For the Timberwolves, it'll be Mike Conley, Ant Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, and Rudy Gobert. So the Warriors going with 2 bigs here, Draymond and Quentin Post. Timberwolves, once again, should have an advantage in that category, but you never know. You never know. All right, man, let's get it underway. Get the little box scores up here. Let's go, guys. Like the show, subscribe to the channel. Alrighty, man. So Golden State rocking the white jerseys. Minnesota rocking their navy blue jerseys. Ball was batted out. Now Julius Randle, 3 on the shot clock, going to step back, find McDaniels, the wide open 3, and he drains it. Jaden McDaniels going to put it through, and it is 3-0. Here's Pajemski. He's going to launch a 3 on the other end. Can't get it to fall. Picked up by Minnesota, and here we go. Randall brings it up the floor. Randall going to hand it off to Conley. Conley back up beyond the perimeter. He's going to one bounce to Randall. Here's Julius Randle posting up Jimmy Butler. Kicks it back. Conley for 3. And that one falls too. So the Minnesota Timberwolves have come out already and knocked down 2 from long range. Looking like it's going to be a different fortune than the other night. Here's Jimmy Butler going to swing it to Pajemski. Pajemski kicks it to Hield. 7 on the shot clock. Hield working against Conley. He turns, spins, lost the ball. Minnie has it back. Here we go. Edwards down the floor. He dumps it, and McDaniels throws one down. 8-0, Minnesota with the early lead. And the crowd is going nuts. We have a timeout on the floor. Steph Curry nowhere to be found as he is injured. And Steve Kerr's got some work to do, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Playoff Game Day Live Show. I'm RB. Do me a favor, like this stream. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you for being a part of it. Let's go, chat. How are we feeling, man? How are we feeling in the chat? Let me hear you, man. Members, drop those emojis. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Happy Thursday. One day closer to the weekend. We're almost there, man. Busy says, Jimmy is old. I don't know if he has it like that anymore. He is 35. It is crazy. Jimmy Butler is 35 years old. Jimmy Butler is 35 years old, which is crazy. Dom Boyle in the chat. What's up, Dom? He says Wolves take it tonight, 109-104. Busy says, I couldn't get hyped for last night's lead until it was over. You were right, Busy. You said the game started in the fourth quarter, and boy, did it. Boy, did it. Let's go, guys. We need to push this out to as many people as possible. The way we do that is we hit the like button on the stream. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go. We've been live streaming every Knicks Celtics game. We've been live streaming all the Warriors games. We're doing as many as we can. Let's get it. Thoughts on Knicks versus Celtics? My thoughts are that the Celtics are in dire mode. Like, they have to win out, man. Like, I know they're down 2-0, but they had 2 epic collapses in the same exact fashion. And they lost the same exact way in both games, and I think they're cooked. Unless they come out and shoot lights out for the next 3 games, I think they're done, which is crazy. I never would have expected that. Never would have thought in my right mind that the Celtics would choke both of those games. Like, it's just crazy to me. It's wild. Maybe we'll do another spin the wheel at the end of the first quarter, too. Let's go, man. Let's go. Timberwolves went 12 for 76 in the first 2 games from 3. They've already hit their first 2 shots tonight. Let's go. We need y'all to hit that like button so we can get this out to more viewers so the noties can drop. Make sure to turn on noties. Here's Buddy Hield, corner three. That one's off the mark. Picked up by Minnesota, and here we go. Timberwolves lead it 8-0. Here's Julius Randle backing down post. He steps back for two. Can't get it. It's short and knocked out by Golden State, and it's going to stay with Minnesota. Here's Rudy Gobert looking to be much better in game two. Edwards finds a cutting Gobert, goes up against Podziemski, missed the layup, and it's going to be an offensive foul going the other way. Podziemski draws the charge, and that'll be the first one on Gobert. Timberwolves lead it 8-0, 2 minutes into this game. Here's Jimmy Butler. He's going to drive downhill, turns, spins, up with the right hand. It's blocked. Blocked by McDaniels. Here comes Minnesota. Edwards dribbling, driving downhill, kicks it out to the oppo corner. Randle with the rock. Randle kicks it up to McDaniels. Downhill, McDaniels back to Randle. 7, 6, 5. He drives, spins to the right, floats one up, got it to go. 10-0. 10-0 is the score. Wow. What a start. Here is Buddy Hield. He's going to drive now, trying to put the Warriors on the scoreboard, and he missed. He missed. Once again, here comes Minnesota. Edwards to Randle. The pump fake, the drive downhill, floats it up. Got it, and one. And one. And one. It is 12-0. Are the Warriors going out like this, man? Busy says, RB, we got to chop it up about the Morey interview. Some good questions were asked. I don't know if he was prepared. Did he say he was wrong? I'll give him that. But this non-Joel update. Did you see my video today? I was going off on Morey. But, yo, that was a wild interview. Both of them. He did 2 different interviews. And, I don't know. I have mixed opinions about it. Randle going to knock it down. It's 13-0. I just hate how everybody with the Sixers organization is just acting like it's all just an outlier. Like they're just acting like this year was just a coincidence and, oh, you know, they'll be fine next year. Just injuries got to them. Like, no, this team was awful. They lied to us. All this stuff happened. But no, I agree with you. He was not ready for these interviews. Hield for 3. That's off. Excuse me, that was Moses Moody in for the first time. I don't know why Morey continues to go on these outlets and do these interviews. He knows he's going to get grilled. And he needs some more PR training. Randle threw it to the oppo corner, smacked away by Gary Payton. T-Wolves lead it 13-0. There's Steph Curry. He looks on from the bench. Curry strained his hamstring in game 1. He's dealing with that now. 13-0. Minnesota leads it. Here's Conley. Conley going to spin. Now take it up to the wing. Conley for 3. That one comes up a bit short. And it is out, going back to Golden State. Lakers are in Cancun. Lakers winning, Timberwolves in 5. Well, Golden State better wake up right now. Jimmy, where are you, Jimmy? There he is. Jimmy coming around his screen. One bouncer to Podziemski. He drives, kicks to the corner. Payton wide open for 3, and he missed it. The Warriors still have not scored. We are 4.5 minutes into this ball game, and they are being shut out. Conley down to Gobert. Gobert lost it off the foot of Payton. It's going to stay with Minnesota. Thoughts on the new arena name, Xfinity Mobile Arena? I don't like it. I don't like it. It doesn't do anything for me. Even the Xfinity Center probably would have been okay, but The Xfinity Mobile Arena, I don't like it. I think they're just trying to sell more Xfinity Mobile. And it's brand new, so. Edwards going to Euro step, go into the paint, missed the layup. Here comes Golden State. Pajemski, one bounce. Jimmy. Jimmy back to Pajemski. Here's a three ball. That one's off the back iron. Minnesota couldn't reel it in. They're going to say it went off Golden State, though. Actually, no, they're going to say it went off Minnesota. Why does Pajemski have a black eye? Bench has got to watch the viz, man. Exactly. Busy says he blamed it all on injuries. That's all they do. That's all they do. But then he wants to get younger. But then he's relying on a big three to stay healthy. It's just, I don't like his approach. Butler going to kick out to Gary Payton. He drives in, floats it up, missed it short. Back to Draymond. Draymond to Butler. Butler wants a three, and he finally knocks one down. Minnesota finally allows points. We are 5 minutes into the game before Golden State scores a bucket. Randall puts it up, and that's short. A lot of low-scoring games in these playoffs. Here's Jimmy Butler. Butler going to find Draymond. Back to Butler. 6:35 to go here in the first. Jimmy going to drive, turn, spin, kick back to Pajemski. 6, 5, 4. Jimmy lost it. Gobert picks it up. He's running the floor. Gobert behind the back. Finds Edwards. Back to Gobert. Fast break stop short. Here's McDaniels down to Gobert. Gobert puts it up. An awful layup attempt. And it's taken back by Golden State. Rudy Gobert has no touch around the rim. Here's Jimmy Butler. Going to cross over. Drive. Put up a mid-range. Got it again. Butler with the first 5 for Golden State. We had the oldest roster in the league, and then he had the nerve to say if we were younger and didn't make it, it's because we were too young. Yeah, I know. He wants us to have young players to get to the playoffs, but then he wants older players to play in the playoffs. It makes no sense. Like, why not just have both? Conley gets plucked. Here comes Golden State finally waking up. Here's Moses Moody down the floor, puts up the mid-range. He airballed it. Airballed by Moses Moody. And a timeout by Chris Finch, not liking what he's seeing. But yeah, why not just have the young players that are athletic that get you to the playoffs and then let them play in the playoffs? Like, it's really not that hard. I don't understand his mindset. I don't get it. Guys, we got 53 people in the chat. Do me a favor, like this stream right now. Get us up to 100 likes. Shout out to all my peeps in the chat. Let's go, man. What's up, everybody? Hope y'all are doing well. All my Warriors fans, how do you guys feel? Are you guys concerned about this series now? Do you think you can still win? What do you guys think? Let's go, man. Like the show right now. Welcome into the playoff game day live. Last game he got popped. Dang, Pajemski really got popped, man. Yeah, I think the Warriors could be in trouble if Curry doesn't come back, they're definitely not winning the series, but they better hope they can get some like magical treatment, magical healing or something. Michael Acevedo, what's up, man? How long is Curry out for? They said he's out for at least a week. So that means he'll probably miss what, 3 games at least? He'll probably miss 3 games at least and probably more. Which sucks. Hate these injuries, man. So far, the Warriors are doing exactly what I expected. Like, nobody else is just taking charge. Jimmy's got 5, and that's it. We're 7 minutes into the game. Warriors' best bet, they're going to have to win at least 1 at home. and make it 2-2 and hope Curry can come back in game 5. Let's go, man. Where's the Warriors fans at? Curry gets hurt, you guys don't show up. What's up, man? Sixers better keep their first round draft pick. We'll find out in 3 days and 20 hours. Live stream for the draft lottery Monday night. Be here. It's going to be chaotic, man. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. Can't wait to see what happens. I hate that injuries had to happen, man. Like, the playoffs were going really good. The games were good. And then guys started to get injured. And then the Celtics choked. And then the Nuggets got blown away last night by like 40. Guys, do you think the Sixers are going to keep their first round draft pick? Yes or no? Mob, what's going on, man? Shoe Game, what's up? Says no need to fear. Pat Spencer is here. Shout out to Pat Spencer. Glorified LA Fitness player, Pat Spencer. In for Minnesota's Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Anthony Edwards. Jaden McDaniels at the top, guarded by Moses Moody. He's going to find Edwards in the corner, back up to McDaniels. Now Reed. DiVincenzo wide open for 3. That's off the mark. Gobert got shoved in the back by Moses Moody. It's going to be a foul, and it stays with Minnesota. Here's Dante DiVincenzo coming around a double screen. Back up top to Edwards. Edwards guarded by Moody. He comes around a screen from Gobert. Pops up a 3. Edwards can't get it to go, but DiVincenzo tracks it down. Chenzo for 3. That one's no good. Pat Spencer dribbling, driving downhill, tried to throw it down. He was hacked. Oh, Pat Spencer almost took flight. Pat Spencer, former lacrosse player, undrafted. Pat Spencer. Yeah, I gotta put some respect on Pat Spencer's name, man. I need to put some respect on this guy's name. He's 28 years old. He played for Northwestern. He played lacrosse at Loyola. From Pennsylvania, man. That's why he's so good. Undrafted back in 2020. In 2021, he played for the Hamburg Towers. Played for the Hamburg Towers in Germany. Then he played for the Capital City Go-Go. Then he played for the Santa Cruz Warriors, and now he's with the Golden State Warriors. Shout out to Pat Spencer, man. What do you think is going to happen with Joel Embiid? He sucks. I've been a fan for a while. You're saying Joel Embiid sucks, or it sucks that he's hurt? Busy B says yes. Vincent says I was really rooting for Curry too. Yeah, I was rooting for Steph for sure, and Jimmy. Series over without Curry. I'm out of here. All right, JP. Well, glad to know you're... Never mind. Let me be nice, bro. Let me be nice, bro. Like, if you guys are going to leave because Steph Curry's here, if you're a Warriors fan, you're going to leave because Curry's not here. I mean, what kind of fan are you, you know? What, are you just going to give up? You're going to lay down and give up? I mean, you got the GOAT Pat Spencer out here. By the way, the play was challenged. Let's see what they call it. This guy Pat Spencer looks so out of place. So they are going to reverse it. Challenge is successful, and Minnesota is going to win the jump ball. Here's DiVincenzo working on Peyton. Back to Edwards. Edwards guarded by Spencer. Dribbling, driving, goes up, and he was fouled. Busy B says his mustache bothers me. It's so thick. He looks like a state trooper. I'm scarred with state troopers right now. But I hear you. Is Joel going to get traded? Nah, he's not. Pat Spencer is literally the lacrosse GOAT. Shout out to Pat Spencer. Joel's going to come back and have a good season. I think this doom and gloom outlook for him is overstated. You know, Riaz, what's up, Riaz? I appreciate you being here, and I hear you, but I'm not specifically talking about you, Riaz. I'm mostly talking about people that have come into my comments the last couple videos. I'm getting tired of people acting like Sixers fans are in the wrong for being doom and gloom. Here's another turnover by Golden State. Minnesota gets it back after the made free throws. Reed for three. That one's off the mark. DiVincenzo picks it up. Chenzo up to Reed. Reed for three. He hits it that time. Minnesota leads it 18-5. We got an early lead. Here's Kuminga in for the first time, as well as Looney. Kuminga on the give and go, and he's fouled by DiVincenzo. But yeah, I'm getting tired of people acting like Sixers fans are in the wrong for being mad. The Sixers have been disappointing for how many years now? They literally tanked on purpose and couldn't even draft the right players and couldn't even get past the second round of the playoffs. And I have people in my YouTube videos saying, yo, why are you being so doom and gloom? Like, have you just started watching a team yesterday? Dude, we are feeling pain. It's not even like they had a bad season. They lied to us the whole season. Do people not understand that? So anyway, man, look, all of us want the team to win. It's way better when they're fun and they're winning. But do I see a direct path back to that? No. No. And I just think that the Sixers are kind of just, you know, they made their bed, they're sitting in it. You know what I mean? Like, they can't do anything else. I understand that. Edwards missed it. Did the Warriors just... I think Golden State just tapped in the miss. There's Jonathan Kuminga working against Ant Edwards. Down in the paint. Turns. Puts one up. Got it. Off the little fade. 20-7. But yeah, that's my final thoughts on that. Look, I always try to look at it half glass full, glass half full. It's just hard for me to do that right now because of how this season went. Edwards for three. He drains it. Minnesota out with a charge, 23-7. Five points here for Edwards in the first quarter. The Timberwolves lead at 23-7. And the Warriors turn it over again. They look like a mess. Alexander Walker lays one up and in. Guys, I want you to take a second, and I want you to appreciate how good Steph Curry is, man. I want you to appreciate how good Steph Curry is because he is 37, and look at what this team looks like without him. Look at what this team looks like without him. Riaz says, totally understand, RB. I guess I'm just looking at it glass half full. It's the eternal optimist in me. Look, I get it, man. And I get there's some sports fans that always, you know, are just going to look at it optimistically. And I get that, you know, but There's a lot of fans that have dealt with the pain over time and they're tired of disappointment. And I hear it, man. Like, you put a lot of time and effort into supporting this team, you know, supporting these teams, supporting sports in general. Like, you become so emotionally attached, and, you know, to just see a lot of disappointment, you know, it's frustrating, especially when you want to feel like it's going to get better, you know. Easy bucket by Golden State's 25-10 now. Timberwolves are going off. 4 threes here in the first quarter. They had none in the first quarter in game one. Here's Edwards driving down the lane, floats one up. He missed it off the railing. Guy Santos in for the first time for Golden State. Jimmy with the rock. Jimmy's going to find Santos. Santos going to find Draymond. Draymond to Hield. Hield. Don't even think he's taken a shot yet. Maybe one or two, but here's Podziemski off the cut, and Podziemski going to lay it in. It's 25-12. But, yeah, man. Steph Curry is so... appreciate Steph while you can. Appreciate the greatness. Look at what the team looks like without him. Here's Nasri, guarded by Podziemski. Going to kick it out to Edwards. Edwards drives the lane, and he's got a wide open dunk. Blows by the defense. 27-12. Here are the Warriors. 1:15 to go in the first. The floater, Podziemski missed it again. Picked up by Minnesota, and here we go. Reed at the top. He's going to find Randall. Randall at the top. He's coming around the screen. Randall going to drive downhill, goes up, and he is fouled. Guys, welcome on into the show, man. Thank you for being here. Please do me a huge favor and hit the like button. We need to push this out to as many people as possible. Get us up to 100 likes. Vincent says this season felt like a punishment. Yeah, man, it was absolutely terrible in every way. There was no positives. Like, you go from almost getting over the hump 6 times in a row, and then you don't even get to the playoffs. I mean, it was brutal. It really was. But nonetheless, we're continuing to drop Sixers content throughout the offseason. We dropped a video today and yesterday. Be sure to watch those when you get a chance. Be sure to support all of our coverage. We'll have the draft lottery next week, and then we'll start talking about draft prospects. And we'll find a way to maneuver through this offseason. Randall going to knock down the free throws. See, last offseason, there was a lot of change. There was a lot of turnover, so we had a lot more to talk about right now. But really, we know what the team's going to be. It's just about, can they add this draft pick or not? Daryl Morey said today, like, they need to add it. And that's what I've been saying. You need to get a game changer. Jimmy Butler going to dribble in, one bounce it out. Draymond for 3, and this time he cashes it in. Draymond finally knocks down a shot here. 30 seconds to go in the first. He needs to be a lot more aggressive like that. Randall gets blocked under the rim, picked up by Golden State, and here they come. Draymond, Podziemski falling out of bounds. He threw it away. Picked up by Minnesota. Here's Anthony Edwards. Going to cross, drive, spin. Edwards out to the corner. Walker to Reed. Reed to DiVincenzo. Cenzo to Edwards. Edwards to Randall. Randall to Reed. Beautiful ball movement. Alexander Walker sidestep 3. That one bounces off the rim and out. And that will end the first quarter. So certainly what I expected so far. Not a good start for Golden State. 29-15. No Steph Curry to save the day.
Let's go.
Curry is going to have to hope he can come back in a week, honestly. $5 super chat from my guy Riaz. What's up, Riaz? Thank you, man. RB, I'm being sincere here, brother. What is your best case scenario for Joel next year? I know you are not a doctor, but more, what is your gut feeling? Oh, man, that's a hard one. Put me on the spot, bro. All right, I'm going to answer the question in 2 parts. But before I do that, Riaz, I'm going to give you some hope, my guy. I'm going to give all of us some hope in the chat. Here's what I need you guys to do. I need you to drop spin that wheel. Let's go, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to spin the wheel because I'm going to give you guys some hope. All right. We are 3 for 4. Yesterday, we got the 7th overall pick. Let's hope it's better today. We are 3 days and 21 hours away from the draft lottery. Riaz, I'm going to give you some hope, my boy, before I answer your question. Let's go. Let's go. Give us a top 6 pick. Give us number 1. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. We are getting a top 6 pick. I'm declaring it right now. That's 4 for 5, man. The spins are in our favor. The odds are in our favor. Let's go. Let's go. I'll take number 3 all day, every day. Twice on Monday. Give me Ace Bailey at number 3. We're going to be dropping our draft breakdowns after next week. Also, I did ask this question to the members yesterday. Would you guys want me to share like a document of my draft prospect notes and stuff like that with you guys for the channel members? Let me know your thoughts on that. All right, back to Riaz's question. So I am going to answer your question in 2 parts. Number 1, here's what I want to happen. Here's the best case scenario for me. Joel Embiid comes back. He rests the entire offseason. He has the same doctor that did Kawhi Leonard's surgery. And Joel Embiid plays, 65 games. He sits out some back-to-backs. He doesn't play like the 3 games in 4 days type of thing. And he plays about 65 games, and they get him to the playoffs healthy. And everybody is, majority healthy, like Paul George, Tyrese Maxey. And they go into the playoffs with a top 6 draft pick as well. And they try to get past the second round. To me, that is the best case scenario. Like, that's what I envision when I think about the good, the potential. Now, I'm going to answer it with my honest opinion about what I think is going to happen. I think it is inevitable unless they come up with a different plan that actually works, right? Like last season, they were saying, hey, we have a plan. We have a plan. Like, don't worry. We have a plan. We're going to manage this the best way possible. Unless they can do that, what actually is going to happen, in my opinion, I think it is inevitable that Joel will get injured at some point. I think it is inevitable that Paul George will get injured at some point if he doesn't get really serious and get in the gym. So what I think is going to happen is that both will get injured at some point, but the hope is that it's not a long-term, serious, season-ender type of injury. And the Sixers get healthy and hot at the right time, and they go to the playoffs and make a push. And, by the way, Alexander Walker lays one in. I said this earlier in my video, but I think it would actually be better for the Sixers to not be hyped up before the season. Butler drives the baseline out to Guy Santos. Santos guarded by Naz Reid. Pajemski dribbling downhill, puts one up. He's fouled hard. I think that it would be better for the Sixers to not get any media attention before the season. Last season there was so much anticipation, rightfully so. But I don't want to hear, hey, the Sixers are going to be a top seed in the East and they're going to dominate it. I don't want to hear any of that. I just want to be the underdog. Forget about the Sixers. Don't talk about them. Let them fly right into the season and just do their thing. So that's my overall take on the situation. I do think that Jared McCain, if he can get back healthy in time, is going to be a heck of a player. From what Daryl Morey said today, it feels like they're going to re-sign Quentin Grimes. And if they can get a top 6 pick, I think they really have a lot of talent to work with. In addition to all the young guys that showed promise, Justin Edwards and Adem Bona. But Nurse is going to have to give these guys opportunities, They need to play. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully that answers your question. Conley going to find McDaniels. Here's Julius Randle. Drives downhill. Back to McDaniels. He Euros. Drives. Floats up. Off the finger. Missed it. Picked up by Buddy Hield. It's a 14-point game. Here's Podziemski. Dumps it. Down to Hield. Turns. Spins. Podziemski thinking three. Now he stops. Kicks it over. Who is that? I don't even know who they just brought in. Draymond Green. And we have a foul. Is that Kevin Knox? No way, that's Kevin Knox. Wow, that is Kevin Knox. They're going deep in their bench. What are they, 12 deep already? 13 deep? Wow. Moses Moody, Gary Payton, Pat Spencer. Wow. I cannot believe Kevin Knox is in this game. I forgot he was on the Warriors. Here's Podziemski working against Alexander Walker. Podziemski going to cross, drive, downhill, floats it up off of a back foot. Missed it. Reed trying to get the board. He does not. Knocks the board. Knox kicks it out. Here's Podziemski. 10 on the shot clock. Podziemski to Draymond. Draymond dumps it to Hield. Hield drives 2-1 on the shot clock. Got to put it up. He can't get it off. It's a shot clock violation. Shot clock violation. Here's Jaden McDaniels. Going to dump it back up to Conley. Conley to McDaniels. McDaniels going to drive. Dumps down to Gobert. Floats one up. Missed the layup again. Yo, I'm going to continue to say this, man, until people believe me. I'm sorry, but like Rudy Gobert is not that good of a player. Rudy Gobert is not that good of a player. He's a great rim protector, and that's why he has all these defensive player of the years. But when push comes to shove in the playoffs, and even go back to the Utah days, he was targeted, right? JJ Redick, I remember him talking about it on ESPN. Like, all they did was switch to get Gobert and try to pull him out of the paint, and he's just not quick enough to stay with the smaller guards. And then on top of that, he has no offensive bag. But I look at the rest of Minnesota's team, and I'm like, man, this is a brilliant put-together team. Brilliantly put-together team, excuse me. They have the 3-and-D guy who can guard the best player on the other team, Jaden McDaniels. They have the veteran point guard who can run the entire floor, and Mike Conley. They have the star and Ant Edwards, and they have Randall, and they have DiVincenzo, the gritty guy. They have Naz Reid sniping off the bench. They have a great team. It's very well constructed. But I just don't believe in Gobert. Hield going to put up a 3-ball short. Timberwolves get it back 31-17. Warriors having struggles on offense. Reed drives the lane, goes up tough with the finish. 33-17. Here's Kevin Knox. Feels like he was drafted, what, like 10 years ago? 8, 7? Can't believe he's even still playing. Thought he was in the G League. Draymond just drew a foul. Oh, and he smacked Reed in the face. Yo, Draymond cannot keep getting away with this. I'm not laughing at Naz Reid. I'm laughing at the fact that Draymond thinks that this is UFC. Yo, Draymond cannot keep getting away with this, man. Nah, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. That is crazy. Nah, that's wild, man. 4 technicals and 2 flagrant points so far for Draymond. That's got to be another one, right? I mean, come on now. That's wild, bro. think they called a technical. That's wild, man. Dang, he threw a whole elbow at Naz Reid. How does he keep getting away with this? How does he keep getting away with this? Now Draymond's yelling at somebody over on the bench. I'm telling you, when Steph is out, Draymond looks for ways to be out too. I mean, he does this every game. Draymond's yelling at somebody. Yo, this guy's got anger issues, man. He's got anger issues, man. Draymond's yelling. He's still yelling. Yo, Draymond's out of control. Steph just had to come calm him down. Draymond's still yelling at the ref. Steph told him to chill out. Now Jimmy's telling him to chill out. Now Steve Kerr's got to take him out of the game. He's still losing his mind. Yo. Now he's yelling. Draymond's still yelling at the fans. Yo, how did he not get kicked out, man? How did he not get teed up again? Buddy Hield coming around his screen. He gets stopped in his tracks. Now the defense is fired up. Spencer goes all the way, floats one up, and that's short. Holy smokes, man. Things are getting crazy out here. Nah, this is wild, man. This is actually pretty wild. I can't even lie. Guys, if you have not yet hit the like button, man, what are we doing out here? Get us to 100. Get us to 100 likes. Kevin Knox guarding Edwards. Warriors in a zone. Reed dumps it down to Gobert. And that one is smacked away. Here comes Buddy Hield down the floor. Hield working against Gobert. Crosses, drives down the lane. Floats it up. Missed it. Picked up by the Warriors. That's Trace Jackson Davis. And he taps one in for the first time. Edwards going to swing it. Here's McDaniels driving, or excuse me, Walker driving, kicks it, tapped out of bounds. Draymond's still yelling over on the bench. He's yelling at Kevon Looney now. Here's Edwards driving downhill, steps back, kicks it up to Walker, over to the corner. McDaniels pull up, mid-range, missed it. Pat Spencer with the rebound. Spencer up to Knox. Knox all the way, swatted by McDaniels. What a play by Jaden McDaniels, brother of Jalen McDaniels. Here's a three ball from Buddy Hield. That one is off the mark. Picked up by Minnesota. Here is Edwards. 33-19 is the score. Edwards working against Spencer. He drives baseline, kicks it out. Three ball. Alexander Walker. He chimes in. 36-19. And now we have a foul on Golden State. They are not playing well. 76 people in the chat. Do me a favor, like the stream, y'all. Get us up to 100 likes right now. Let's go, man. I think Rudy shows you how valuable a classic rim protecting big is who can rebound. I don't agree with you. There's going to come a point in these playoffs where Rudy's going to get shut down offensively, and it's going to really cost Minnesota. Here's Pat Spencer, number 61. That's how you know he's a bottom of the rotation player, but he's playing pretty well. Spencer goes up. This time he's plucked away by Edwards up the floor. McDaniels fouled by Knox. He missed the layup. Knew he blew a wide open opportunity for an and one. There's Alex Rodriguez, co-owner of the Timberwolves. I don't know how Draymond didn't get thrown out there. At some point, they're going to have to let him stop getting away with these antics. Welcome into the Playoff Game Day live show. I'm RB. We cover every playoff game that we can. We give you the live play-by-play, scoreboard, and stats. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, like this stream and hit that subscribe button. Come on, man. We should have 100 likes by now. Draymond's playing the wrong sport. This is not WWE. I agree. NBA wants to avoid ejecting anybody in the playoffs. Probably. That's probably the deal. Most likely. So it's only Warriors and Timberwolves tonight. Then tomorrow it'll be Cavs, Pacers. Cavs trying to get back in it. Saturday will be Knicks, Celtics, and then Warriors, Timberwolves. All right, man, let's go. Let's keep hitting those likes button, man. Let's get those likes up. Appreciate y'all being here. We're doing as many games as we can. Guys, I want your honest prediction right now in the comments. Who do you think is going to make the NBA Finals? Who do you think is going to make the NBA Finals right now? If you had to give an updated prediction. Let's go, man. The more we interact, the better it is. I want to hear you guys in the comments. Here's Jimmy Butler guarded by McDaniels. Butler going to find Pajemski. He turns, dumps it down to Davis, and that one is thrown away. Going to be back to Minnesota. Here is McDaniels going to find Edwards. Edwards dribbling, driving, downhill, goes up. Blocked by Jackson Davis. Here's Jimmy Butler. Butler around a screen. He's going to drive. Butler goes up against Gobert and fouled. Uh-oh. Edwards is down, grabbing the ankle. Grabbing the ankle. Please, no more injuries, man. Please. Edwards is down. It looks like he's in some major pain right now, man. So now Anthony Edwards is in what looks like to be very big pain, and see what happens there, man. I can't deal with another injury. I can't deal with another injury, man. Not Edwards, please. All right, I'll get to your comments here in 1 second. Who do you guys think is going to make the NBA Finals as of right now? Who do you think is going to make the NBA Finals? That's what I want to know. Who do you think's coming out of the East? All right, let's go to the chat. Don says, there goes my prediction. Ant-Man is down. Busy says, no, take my ankle instead. He never gets injured more than a few minutes. That's true. He has been injured multiple times, and he usually finds his way back. Steve Kerr has played 13 people in 15 minutes. That is wild in a playoff game, to be honest. Knicks versus Nuggets. OKC versus Nuggets in the NBA Finals. Well, I don't know if that can happen. Actually, it can't. They're playing right now. Ant-Man will be running up and down the court in 5 minutes. He probably will. He's a young guy. You know, he can run it off or whatever it is, but who knows? Yeah, he came down on that ankle bad. Curry does not look happy about it. Pat Spencer's Cam's brother? Really? Shout out to the Spencers, man. Oh, dang. Edwards went limping off. That does not look good. So now it's an injury-riddled playoff series, man. This stinks. Jimmy needs to go playoff Jimmy now. Warriors are conceding this game. They know it wasn't possible to win tonight. Happy with a split on the road. Warriors need to win 1 out of the next 3 and hope to get Steph back, honestly. Here's Dante DiVincenzo guarded by Pajemski. Now Randall going to jab, drive, step back. Randall, the 2. He drills it. See, the Timberwolves are built better to like survive an injury, even though Ant is a superstar. Whereas the Warriors, they just can't get any gel going right now. That's how much Steph does for this team. 5:25 to go here in the first half. Butler floats it up, and Jackson Davis slams it down. How come these playoffs have been so low scoring, too? Here's DiVincenzo going to find Randall. Randall working. Triple threat. Randall going to turn, spin, kicks it out. DiVincenzo from deep, and that one is money. Dante DiVincenzo. Kuminga up at the top. He's going to find Jimmy Butler. Butler guarded by McDaniels. They got Jimmy in jail right now. Jimmy going to drive, go baseline, kick it out. Pajemski. Oh, he's got Alexander Walker falling high off the backboard. Got it to go. Alexander Walker got his ankles taken. Here are the Warriors trying to get back in this game, 42-24. Here's Butler going to drive downhill, kicks Kuminga. Pajemski in the corner for three. That one does not go. Picked up by Minnesota. Here's the floater from McDaniels. He gets it to go. 20-point lead. Cam Spencer and Pat Spencer were the #1 recruits coming out of high school for lacrosse. Wow, that is crazy. So you guys weren't lying. He is the GOAT of lacrosse. I call Pat Spencer a glorified LA Fitness player. I guess I should have put some respect on his name. That's crazy how he ended up undrafted in the NBA. Here's Julius Randle, turns, floats one up, got it to go. Minnesota bullying Golden State. It's not even due to Rudy Gobert either. He only has 2 points. It's Julius Randle who's had a big impact here tonight. Here's Moses Moody for three. That one comes up short. Minnesota leads at 46-24. Randle working against Butler. He's going to jab. Here's Randle, steps back for three. This time it does not go. Here come the Warriors. Kuminga trying to get some juice flowing. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Kuminga around the screen. He puts it up the mid-range. Got it to bounce. Good shot by Kuminga. Here's Nickeil Alexander-Walker going to swing it over to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo drives, floats it up. Gobert tried to oop it. He could not, and then taken away from Gobert. Here come the Warriors, 4-on-2. Jackson Davis floats down the lane. Got it to go, and one. And one. Guys, we got 100+ people in the chat. Do me a huge favor, okay? I need you guys to get it to 100 likes right now. I need you guys to get this to 100 likes. Can we do that? Can we do that for RB? We're out here grinding as many playoff games as we can. We've been streaming for 5 straight days. We drop videos every day. We dropped the video earlier today. We dropped the video yesterday. And we're going live for as many games as we can. We got 115 people in here right now. Can we get to 115 likes? Come on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to wake up my neighbors, man. I'm trying to wake up the neighbors. Come on now. I'm still going to stick with my original finals prediction until it goes down because I'm not going to waver. So I'm still going to say OKC versus Boston, but it's getting pretty hairy out here, man. I don't know. Feeling like Boston might be cooked. Feeling like they might be toast. .230 to go here in the first half. DiVincenzo lost it. Warriors pick it up. They're fighting back. Hield goes all the way. Lays it up. That's a goaltend. Tack on 2 more for Golden State. It's 46-31. Dang, the chat really slacking, man. We only got a couple more likes there, man. Come on now. What do you guys, shadow watching? DiVincenzo drives the lane up with the right hand. Missed it. Randle the putback. Taps it in. 17-point lead for Minnesota. 48-31. Here is Kuminga, guarded by DiVincenzo, finds Hield. Over to Draymond. Draymond around his screen. He's going to drive, float one up, and he is fouled. Watch out, Draymond. Don't throw an elbow now. Don't throw an elbow now. Guys, I want to wake up the neighbors, man. They've been getting on my nerves this week. But I need your guys' help. Come on, man. We can't get a like spike going before halftime? Can't get a like spike going? Come on, man. We've been streaming every game. Tony Brothers over there having a heated convo with Chris Finch. Free throws are good. 48-33. Golden State trying to stay within reach. Here's Mike Conley. Gets trapped up top. Randall having a great night so far. Here's Mike Conley. Conley against Pajemski. Kicks it back to Randall. Randall top of the arc for three. Got it again. Another one for Julius Randall. The guy can't miss right now. 9 in the quarter. Randall wants the review. He thought that he hit it off of Kuminga. Minnesota has stepped up their defensive intensity, man. Original finals prediction, Timberwolves and Knicks. I need Steph Curry to come back healthy, man. Here's a one bounce. Kuminga floats it up and in. Warriors continue to fight. 1:15 to go here in the second quarter. Here's Julius Randle going to hand it up top to Mike Conley. Conley coming around a screen. Conley going to dribble, drive, kick to the corner. Reed, DiVincenzo for three. He got it. Dante. There's another one by Golden State on the other end. They just don't go away. They're not going away. They keep fighting. Fight, you hear me? Fight. Here's Mike Conley working against Draymond. 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Julius Randle. Randle jabbing from the top. He drives, goes downhill, kicks it back. McDaniels going down the alleyway, up with the left hand, and scooped it in. 112 people in here. We only have 66 likes. That's crazy work, man. That's crazy work. Heel going to drive, spin back to Pajemski. Euro step, kicks it out to the top. Kuminga. Kuminga, step back, mid-range. Got it. 56-39. Can the Warriors crack 40 before half? Probably not. Ten seconds to go here in the first half. Fans on the feet. Randall bumped and fouled by Jackson Davis. Yeah, I agree. The math is not mathing right now. Maybe I'll just have to turn away from the chat till we get 100, man. Like, what are we doing here? Come on now. You guys have been crushing it all series long. Shadow watchers in here tonight. Still have a ball game, though. If one thing is for certain that we've learned in these playoffs, game is not over until it's over. Randall floats one up. That was a crazy shot, and that's going to take us to halftime. So Minnesota leads it by 17, 56-39. Draymond looks pissed off. He got a technical earlier. Probably should have been kicked out of the game. Anthony Edwards is injured. That's where we're sitting at, man. Look at what the Warriors look like with versus without Steph Curry. Now we have to wait to see what happens with Anthony Edwards. Busy B says we need a DiVincenzo off the bench. I agree. I said it before the season, Busy. I would take DiVincenzo. If Minnesota doesn't want him, I would take DiVincenzo 100%. Could you imagine? Welcome into the NBA Playoff Game Day Live Show. I'm RB. I've covered as many playoff games as I can so far. We're going to keep it rocking and rolling. 130 people in the chat. We only have 69 likes. Get us to 100 likes. That helps us push this content out to new viewers. That way people can discover the live stream. This is not our normal content. We cover Philadelphia 76ers stuff. So this is kind of new for us. You know what I mean? In a way, it's not a perpetual thing. It's periodic. So I need your guys' help to push this content out to more viewers. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Pretty crazy stat line so far. Pretty crazy stat line so far when you think about it. Nobody in the Warriors starting lineup has more than 6 points. Kuminga's got 10 off the bench. That's their leading scorer. Jackson Davis was 7. So, I mean, man. When Jonathan Kuminga is your leading scorer, I mean, what does that tell you? As for Minnesota, it's been the Julius Randle showing tonight. Julius Randle is cooking. Julius Randle with 16 points in the first half, 6 for 11, shooting much better than he did in game 1. 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Rudy Gobert's been non-existent, but Jaden McDaniels with 10 points. Anthony Edwards out right now with injury. We'll see what his injury is. He's 2 for 7 in this game. Doesn't really look like himself, but he was starting to play a lot better. Minnesota was shooting a lot better so far in this game tonight. But, yeah, that's where we're at so far. Minnesota's 8 for 17 from long range at halftime, 47%. Golden State 3 for 13, 23%. Sometimes they say it's a make or miss league, you know? Got to make your shots, and that's really been the difference tonight. Think about game 1. I mean, Golden State was 43% from 3. Minnesota was 17. So it's almost actually a complete flip right now, at least, where the Warriors are 23% and Minnesota's at 47%. Anyway, I think Julius Randle's been the difference maker. The Warriors just don't seem to have enough offensive punch. Jimmy's got 6 points, 5 boards, and 3 assists, but he's in a different role now, you know? So it's hard for him to really, like, kick it back into gear in some way. So we'll see what happens. Guys, I need y'all to get this to 100 likes right now. I need everybody to help. Dropped the video earlier today. Check that out. Be sure to turn on noties and support us in every single way. Dang, the Phillies just tied it up in the 9th inning. I know Banj is probably in here. Probably got tears, man. Banj, you good? I know Banj is probably hurting right now. I'm going to start reading the chat again when we get to 100 likes, man. Because I know we got some hate and shadow watchers in here. I'm just trying to get this content out to more viewers, man. Trying to get to 43K subs. See if we can get an update on Anthony Edwards here. According to reports, Anthony Edwards is now questionable to return tonight with a sprained left ankle. So another sprain. Man, You know what I was really enjoying? You know what I was really enjoying about these playoffs too? Was that everybody was pretty much healthy and the Cavs ruined it. Yeah, that's crazy. The Phillies really scored 4 runs in the last 2 innings. My boy Banj probably left the chat, man. He's probably hurting in here. Prayers up for Banj in the chat. He was so confident. He was like, yeah, I'll be back when the Rays win. My boy never came back. Prayers up for Banj in the chat. But yeah, the last couple years of the playoffs have been ruined by injuries. 2 years ago was brutal. That's when Jokic made it to the finals and they played the Heat, who were so banged up. Everybody was hurt that year. The year before, I think, was the Giannis injury year. Like, everybody's just been hurt. It's just annoying, man. Just annoying. And then you had last year when everybody's banged up and I don't know. Cavs are hurt every year. Giannis is hurt. Dame's hurt. Sixers are hurt before the playoffs. Celtics, I mean, Porzingis has an unexplainable illness right now. He's hurt. Now Curry's hurt. Edwards is hurt. Can we stop with these injuries, man? Can we just shorten the season to like 10 games? I'm just kidding, but they really need to start looking at shortening the season because nobody can make it through 82 games. We have 81 likes now in the chat. We're 19 away. We have plenty of people that can do it. Who's going to do it for us? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Banches, I'm right here, RB, but I'm depressed. Banch! Oh, man. That's crazy work, man. Like I said, the Timberwolves are constructed to win a championship. I just don't believe in Rudy Gobert. I don't believe in Rudy. I honestly think that they need a big that can do more than Rudy offensively. They get that, I think they're good. But now Anthony Edwards is dealing with injury. Like, there's just a lot, man. All right, man. We need 18 more likes. We got 140 plus in the chat. Guys, get us to 100 likes, man. I don't want to keep saying it, but I'm trying to push this content out. Every 100 likes, we hit the air horn. It's crazy too, man, because as a streamer, like I said, I try to read out the comments. I try to get everybody involved and engaged. I try to make this a fun environment, you know? All I'm asking is to take a half a second of your time. Sixers' entire entity destroyed by injuries? Exactly, Tika. The whole franchise should pretty much just be a hospital sign at this point. Guys, be sure to follow us on all platforms too. I'm going to drop the handles here in the chat. Instagram, X, TikTok. We're posting content everywhere this off season. And it's important that you follow us everywhere. You guys have been here for the ride all season, man. I appreciate it. With our pregame, live game, and postgame shows for Sixers games. We're going to continue that next season, into next season. We'll continue to drop videos. We just dropped the video about 4 hours ago. So be sure to check that out if you haven't yet. We dropped a video yesterday, pumping out all the coverage, man. It's the off season. Like I said, I'm doing these streams for you guys, man. I'm doing it for the people, for the community, the diehards. Busy B says, you're great, RB. Don't let the frauds tell you different. I appreciate that, Busy. Shout out to you. You're an OG. Thanks for being here all season long. Like I said, I don't give a crap about the amount of likes. I'm just trying to push this stream out to more viewers. And unfortunately, everything works as an algorithm nowadays. So the more you feed it, the more it likes you, you know? I feel like the Wolves need a better point guard than Mike Conley. A younger point guard would take them over the hump. You know, Vincent, I respect you, man. You've been in here for a long time. We just don't see eye to eye on anything, and that's fine. You know, I love having these debates with people, these discussions. I feel like Mike Conley is not the issue with Minnesota. I feel like the issue is the center that airballs the layup from 2 feet away. Now, I'm not saying that some of Rudy's qualities are not valuable, because they are, right? Like having a rim protecting big that can, you know, pretty much just be an interior force, dominate the paint. Like that is important. But I feel like you're just giving it all up on the other end. And that's my thing too. It's like, you're 7 feet tall. How do you not have any touch around the rim? You're paid what, like $40 million a year? You can't develop a little hook shot or anything? Like, if I was getting paid $5 million a year, I would become the best player in the world. I'm not even joking. $5 million? Dude, I'd be in the gym 20 hours a day. I would practice shots until I was blue in the face. Until I could close my eyes from anywhere on the court and make a shot. I'm like, you're 7 feet tall. You can't even shoot. You can't even shoot a free throw. Like, it's interesting. It's interesting. To say the least. Yeah, we really still don't have 100 likes, man. You guys are being fraudulent right now. Come on, man. We need 16 more. Busy says, be like RB's neighbor and like the show. RB's neighbor's in here smiling, laughing because we haven't hit 100 yet. We haven't even hit the air horn. Rudy stinks. People like Joker, Cat, Giannis, LeBron eat the slow poke alive. I agree with RB. Minnesota is a center away. Tika says, if I like and unlike over 500 times, does that count? I wish. Pretty much these YouTube streams get rewarded by a couple things. They get rewarded by people liking and subscribing. They get rewarded by how long you watch. So like more watch duration. And they also get rewarded by when you watch ads, because then it allows, you know, YouTube and Google to benefit more. So when you see ads, be sure to watch them, at least for a little bit. Part of me wishes the Sixers were in the playoffs. Part of me is glad that they're not, because I feel like they would have like 10 playoff chokes by now. Like, I'll be honest, we're seeing what the Cavs are doing. We're seeing what the Celtics are doing. Could you imagine if the Sixers were in the playoffs right now? They'd probably be up by like 12 with 10 seconds left and choke it away. I'm just being honest. Banches, I have to deal with the Rays and the Sixers. How are you a Rays and a Sixers fan? The Rays aren't even playing at their own stadium because it got blown away by the hurricane. They're playing at a minor league stadium. That has to be brutal. That sucks. Playing at a minor league stadium. Rudy is a role player, though. No, he's not. He's paid like a star. Rudy's paid like a star. That's the funny thing that people say. They'll say that about Tobias Harris. Oh, Tobias is a role player. Well, why was he paid to be a max player then? If you get paid a max contract, you're not a role player. Maybe talent-wise, you're a role player, but you're paid to be the guy. So is Anthony Edwards coming back in this game or what? This video of Ant limping off does not look good. All right, man, we got 140 people in the chat. We need 13 more likes to get to 100. We'll start reading the chat once we get to 100, man. Appreciate y'all being in here, man. Shout out to the real ones, the diehards. Let's see if Anthony Edwards is back in or not. He's out here using the cables. Let's see. He's trying to move around on it. I know they have that thing taped up. All right, so all right, Anthony Edwards is on the floor to start the third quarter. Shout out to Ant, man. He's one tough son of a gun. He is one tough dude, man. Anthony Edwards is tough. Jimmy Butler flying down the lane, puts it up and in. That is how we start quarter number 3 here of game number 2. Wolves lead at 56-41. Randall at the top. He's going to swing it over to Conley. Conley jacks up a 3. That one rims in and out. Picked up by Draymond. Draymond going to find Jimmy Butler. Butler at the wing. He's working with the rock. Comes around a screen. Butler pump fakes. Probably should have took the shot. Here's Draymond for 3. And that one comes up a bit short. Picked up by Anthony Edwards. And here we go. So Edwards back in, trying to move on the ankle. It looks pretty good so far. Here's Julius Randle working against Podziemski. Ball plucked away. Warriors pick it up, and Kuminga fouled by Edwards. So that looked like a clear path foul. Buddy Hield's going to knock down the free throw, and the Warriors are going to keep it. Unless they called that a tech, I'm not sure. 150 plus in the chat. Let's go, man. Get us to 100 likes. Here's Draymond Green coming around a screen. Draymond working against McDaniels in the post. Draymond hooks one up. That was ugly. Tapped in, and it just fell off by Buddy Hield. Wolves running the floor. McDaniels poked by Hield. They're going to say Wolves ball. Looks like we have a challenge. Looks like it went off the ankle of McDaniels. All right, guys, we need 12 more likes now. Who's going to do it? Who's going to be the lucky 12? Who's going to be the lucky 12? And, yo, can we get the 42,800 subs tonight? If you're just tapping in, welcome in. I'm RB. I cover the NBA, most specifically the 76ers. You don't have to be a Sixers fan to subscribe, but it definitely helps. Members, I want to see those emojis in the chat. Can we get those emojis flying in here, man? I'm going to give a couple shout outs here. So if you guys are in here right now, drop a comment so I can shout you out. I want to give a shout out to Busy B, who's been a diehard OG in here every game with us. Don Vito's been in here all night. Banj has been in here all night. Banj says, I threw glass at the wall. It came back and cut my finger. I'm bleeding everywhere. Dang, man. Dang, man. You good, bro? It's just a game, man. It's just a game. It's just a game, bro. You'll be all right. And it wasn't the World Series. It's just a regular game. You're good, bro. You'll be all right. Phillies did take the lead in extra innings, though. All right, let's see what's going on. Phillies are up 7-5. It's all good, Bench. As long as you're not like a Cowboys fan, you'll be all right. For some reason, there's a weird combination of like Sixers and Cowboys fans. I don't know how it comes about. But those people, and I know some of them personally, they are like, their life is like a living hell. Like imagine supporting the Sixers and then supporting the Cowboys. I have to stop watching sports, honestly. Like the Eagles, they make up for all of these Sixers tragedies right now. But if I was supporting the Cowboys too, and I just saw the Eagles dominate like that, I'd probably have to give it up and go watch like cricket or something. I'm a Dylan Brooks fan. I wish the Sixers got him instead of Paul Pinky Ring George. Well, Dylan Brooks wasn't a free agent, but Dylan Brooks would be a great Philly player because the fans would like really feed off the energy. But knowing Dylan Brooks, he'd probably like he'd either like get suspended for the season for like pushing a ref, or he'd like dislocate an elbow or a shoulder, or he'd probably break a pinky. Or he would just shoot like 8% from three. There's a ton of Lakers and Cowboys fans. I don't get how you can be from Philly and be Cowboys. Yeah, it's really disgusting, man. It's all the people that wanted to revolt back in 1995, and it's just weird. Like being in the Philly area, the passion is like no other. I don't know why you would want to be an opposing fan. I don't know why you'd want to be an opposing fan and be in Philly like that, especially if you grew up here. Anyway, 10:18 to go here in the third. It's 56-42. The challenge was successful, I believe. Here's Conley, lets it fly, and that one's cash money. 59-42. 160 people in here. We need 7 more likes. Who's going to get us to 100, man? Come on, y'all. Get them likes up. Here's Kuminga working against Randall. He's going to drive, turn, spin, kick it out. Stolen away by McDaniels, and here come the Wolves. Randall up the floor. He's taking it coast to coast. Lost it off the kneecap, and it's going the other way. Draymond points right in his face. Kuminga slams it from the baseline. Who is Jonathan Kuminga? The guy has come alive. 12 points, 6 for 6 now for Jonathan Kuminga coming off the bench. Here's Julius Randle, 10 on the shot clock, 9:20 to go in the third. Randle dumps it off to Conley. One bouncer back to Randle, wide open for three. That's short. Can the Warriors make a comeback? Wolves are starting to ice up a bit. Here's Jimmy Butler. Let's see it. Butler playing the facilitator. Draymond healed. Butler wide open. He got it.
He's on fire.
It is a 12-point game, ladies and gentlemen. We got a game here in Mini. Edwards drives, lays it up, missed it off the rim, and Gobert couldn't put it back, but he was fouled. As Busy Bee said on the live stream last night, the game doesn't start until the fourth quarter. Now get it to 100 likes so I can hit the damn air horn and wake up the neighbor. You see how RB's neighbor hasn't been in the chat? It's because they're sleeping right now. They're sleeping peacefully. Sometimes Rudy Gobert looks like a guy that's just too big for his own body as he knocks down the first free throw. Like the movements that Gobert makes, like when he flails and all this stuff, he doesn't look like he fits in his own body. You could tell Edwards is in pain. And Gobert going to miss the second free throw. 1 for 2, 60-47. Gobert's got 3 points in 21 minutes. Here's Jimmy Butler. Butler working against Gobert. Come on, Jimmy. You got to take advantage of that mismatch now. Now he's going to try to do it. 1-on-1. Jimmy turns, kicks it out. Buddy Hield, 2 on the shot clock. Buddy crossover, step back. That's a tough shot. Buddy Hield's only got 6 points on the evening. Here's Anthony Edwards, crosses over, drives downhill, stops on a dime. Here's McDaniels, the spin off a Hield, floats it up. What a bucket by Jaden McDaniels. We need one more, man. We need one more. Who's it going to be? Don't be a shadow watcher. Let's go. Who's it going to be? Yo, this t-shirt is clean, man. Go to the website, get yourself a tee. This t-shirt's clean, man. Great quality, too. Shout out to the merch. Butler floats one up. He got it to fall. And one. And one. Drop it in the chat. Yes, sir. Woo. Yes, Jimmy. Come back to Philly. We're not paying you a max contract, but we'll give you a 2-year max.
He's on fire.
Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy. I've been telling people for 5 years the Sixers should have never gotten rid of Jimmy Butler. The Sixers win a championship with Jimmy Butler and Joel Embiid. I'm just going to leave that one out there. I'm going to throw it like a grenade and just leave it out there. Conley to the corner. Naz Reid trying to answer. He missed it. We got a ball game. 12-point gap here in the third quarter. Chaotic playoffs, man. Here's Jimmy again. Can he do it again? Coming around a screen. Jimmy's starting to get active. He's waking up. He's coming out of his shell. Jimmy turns, stops, finds Draymond. Now Kuminga. Kuminga trying to beat Gobert. He does. And he slams it on Gobert. I'm sorry, man. Rudy Gobert is the most overrated player I've ever seen, man. I'm sorry. Rudy Gobert is overrated. I'm going to just say it. And now another turnover. Warriors, Pajemski, Hield in the corner. Got it! Got it!
He's on fire!
Oh! We got a game, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're back. Jimmy Butler's here. The Warriors have finally showed up. Let's freaking go, man. Let's go, man. And how the heck does Rudy Gobert have 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards? He just got slammed on by Kuminga. Like, what, bro? I'm sorry. This dude just, like, he is, you bring him out of the paint, he's not even good. What'd they give up? 5 first-round picks to get him? Crazy, man. Crazy. Let's go, man. Drop those emojis in the chat. Taking time to collect myself here because I know this is going to be a cardiac game. I can already feel it. The Warriors don't go away. They don't go away. 170 people in the chat, guys. Get this to 200 likes now, man. Hit those thumbs up. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Welcome into the chat. We are here and we are ready to go. I'm ready for a game now, man. Here's Anthony Edwards going to find Naz Reid. Naz Reid down the alleyway, floats it up. Another miss. Rebounded by Draymond. Jimmy walked with it. Jimmy trying to argue that it was a dribble, but that was a walk. I don't know why Jimmy did that. Why did he rush that? That was weird. That was weird. Buddy Hield hasn't even gotten going yet. Quentin Post only played 3 minutes, which is wild. I feel like Quentin Post could maybe pull Gobert out of the paint a bit more. Podziemski hasn't done much all series. Kuminga's been the X factor tonight. Reid for 3, and he drills it. Naz Reid, such a good player. Such a good player, Naz Reid. Phillies won. Shouts to the Phillies. Here's Jimmy Butler, going to drive against Randall, turns, spins, Jimmy, dumps it, Podziemski, Kuminga, does he have another one? He does! Jonathan Kuminga does it again! Kuminga just won't go away. 65-58, 6 minutes to go here in a third. McDaniels to Edwards, Edwards to Randall, to DiVincenzo, trying to answer, and he does with a 3 of his own. 68-58. DiVincenzo up to 9 here on the evening. Here's Buddy Hield going to find Jimmy Butler. Butler guarded by Edwards. Here's Draymond. Draymond working against Naz Reid. Draymond hands it off to Podziemski. Podziemski, one bounce. Draymond cutting to the rim. Goes up off the backboard. Missed it. Edwards with the board. And you could tell Edwards has not looked the same here in quarter number 3. The ankle obviously bothering him. But he's toughing through it. McDaniels a step back in the corner. That one just missed off the iron. Podziemski the board. 5:15 to go here in quarter number 3. Podziemski turns the corner, drives downhill, turns, spins, had him on a pump fake and threw it away. Threw it away. Here comes Minnesota. McDaniels, the Euro, the lay. He got it. 70-58. Costly turnover on the hands of Brandon Podziemski. And it's a 12-point lead for the Minnesota Timberwolves. We got 190 people watching us live around the world right now. Do me a favor. Let me know in the chat. Where are you guys tuning in from tonight? Where's everybody tapping in from tonight? Welcome into the NBA Playoff Game Day live show. We go live for as many playoff games as we can. We give you the breakdown, the live play-by-play, the stats, the scoreboard, and more. And we read out your comments. Let's go, chat. Fire me up. Warriors are storming back. We're going to have a game here. I could feel it. I could feel it. Shouts out to my channel members, man. I'm going to drop the membership link in here again. Sure to check it out if you guys want to become a channel member. Get those cool emojis in the chat. Woo! Jimmy! See, Jimmy Butler started to remember who he was for a second. Jimmy Butler started to remember who he was for a second. I'm Jimmy Butler. I can turn back into Miami Jimmy. Tell you, man, Jimmy and Joe would have won a chip, man. Jimmy and Joe would have won a chip. We have Minnesota in the chat. We have Toronto in the building. ATL in the chat. Kansas in the chat. Tapping in from my last hour at work. What's up, Tika? James Butler. Let's go, James Butler, man. Only the real ones know. Travis says, I can't do it. What can't you do, man? What can't you do? Kingston in the building. Philly suburbs in the house. Let's go. Here's Jimmy Butler again. Warriors trail by 12. Under 5 to go here in quarter number 3. Game number 2. No Steph Curry. Anthony Edwards battling through an ankle injury. Here's Jimmy Butler. He turns, fades the mid-range. It's short. Trying to track down the board. He can't do it. Edwards saves it, and Randall has it. Julius Randle going to find Dante DiVincenzo for 3. It's off the mark. Spencer back in the game. He couldn't get the board. He goes diving on the floor, and they're going to call a foul on Patrick Spencer. Patrick Mustache Spencer, the GOAT of lacrosse. I don't know how that was a foul. He was just diving for the basketball. I don't know how that's a foul. That's crazy. That's a wild call. Travis says, I can't donate. Hey, it's all good, man. You're not required to. That's a purely optional thing. But if anybody wants to become a member, man, link is pinned. Actually, no, we threw it in the chat. Edwards fouled en route to the basket. We got 200 people in the building. Let's go! Yes, sir! Woo! Let's go, man. Edwards going to knock down the free throw. There's a miss. DiVincenzo puts up a 3, and that one is off. Butler going to find Spencer. Spencer at the top. Spencer dribbling. And we got a foul off ball. Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Moses Moody back in the game. 13-point lead for the Wolves. Trace Jackson Davis getting some burn here. He's going to find Moses Moody. 3, 2, 1. Step back, Moody. That one's way short. Randall up the floor. McDaniels with a free lane, and he lets one feel it. That one radiated throughout the crowd. A two-handed flush. 8-0 run for Minnesota. Here's Jimmy Butler. Butler going to drive, turns, spins, kicks it. Gary Payton a second, back to Jimmy Butler. 10 on the shot clock. DiVincenzo, nice bat away. 5 seconds now. Butler's got to hurry. He's stopped in his tracks. Nowhere to go. Moody's got to let it fly. And that is way short. Yo. You don't like him and no more, but Jimmy, Joel, JJ, Tobias, and Ben would have been a juggernaut. Well, take out Ben and Tobias, and I agree with you. Shout out to Sean Bernard and his remakes. Yo, shout out to my guy Sean, man. Man of his word. Sean's awesome. 3 minutes to go here in the third. Randall turns, kicks it back. Walker, step back, 4-3. He hits. T-Wolves taking command of this game once again. And another turnover here. Warriors look a bit flustered. They look a bit flustered. Tuning in from England, 3:20 a.m., working the night shift. Let's go, Ben. Tapping in from the night shift in England. What's up, man? Thanks for letting me know where you're at, where you're tapping in from. 3 ball. No good for Walker. Here's Pat Spencer. Let's go, Pat. Oh, nice spin. Pat getting shifty. Number 61. He drives. One bounces it. Jackson Davis turns. Jackson Davis dumps it down low. Gary Payton lost control of it right off the kneecap. Let's see. Moldova says hello and go Wolves. We got Wolves fans in the chat. Here's Alexander Walker going to drive, spin, floats one up. He missed it. Yo, Draymond's got to get active here, man. Draymond's been quiet tonight. Here's Kuminga. Other than elbowing people. Here's Kuminga on the wing. 10 on the shot clock. Comes around a screen. Kuminga puts one up baseline. Can't get it. But tapped in by Davis. 1:40 to go here in quarter number 3. Naz Reid going to find Julius Randle. 16-point game. Randall dumps it. Edwards on the recipient end of an alley-oop. Edwards makes it an 18-point game. Wolves putting their stamp on it. Draymond Davis, the one-handed tomahawk. We are exchanging alley-oops, ladies and gentlemen. Here come the Wolves. Randall spots up for 3. That one no good. Picked up by Davis, and here comes Draymond Green with the rock. Watch the elbows. And a foul down low. 1 minute to go here in the third. Guys, we got 200 people in the chat. Can we get the 200 likes? Let's go. Let's go, man. Come on now. Come on now. 5:23 right now. Hey, we're in different time zones. I'm over here on the East Coast. It is 10:25 at night. We're up here live streaming these games for you. Cover the 76ers all year long, but right now with no Sixers in the playoffs, we're live streaming every game that we can. So hit the like button for the grind, man. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 43K. Kuminga going to knock down the free throws, 78-63, 15-point gap. Warriors trying to keep it within reach. Can they pull a New York Knicks from last night and make a comeback? Here's Dante DiVincenzo going to find Julius Randle. Randle's got a little bit of a mismatch. Randle going to turn, spin, kick back. Alexander Walker out to DiVincenzo. He stops on a dime, drives, kicks it. Randle under the basket, goes up and in. Julius Randle has been fantastic tonight. 40 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. And another turnover by Golden State. Reed picks it up, kicks it back. Alexander Walker wide open, and the trifecta is money. Steve Kerr looks on in disinterest. He looks on in dismay. He is pissed. Draymond Davis almost turned over, floats one up. He actually made it. Is it going to count? I don't think it will. I think it'll be on the floor, but anyway, they're in the bonus. Steph Curry looks mad that he's not in this game right now. He's like, yo, if I was in this game, we would be cooking right now. That's crazy work, man. That's crazy work. Davis going to miss the first free throw. Let's go. I need you guys to get this up to 200 likes, man. Come on now. Come on now. Get us up, man. Get us up to that big 200. Free throws missed. Kuminga gets a board. Is that Braxton Key? And Davis throws one down. Is that Braxton Key? Former Sixer. Shout out to Braxton Key. The dribble, the drive. Randall is purely dominating. Half-court shot. Just missed it at the buzzer. But the Warriors lose the steam. For a second, they were cooking there, but the Warriors stomp it right away, and Julius Randle is feeling himself. Minnesota goes back up by 20. Welcome into Philly Take with RB. NBA Playoff Game Day live show. Hope you are all doing well. Thank you so much for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know right now in the chat, what do you think the final score is going to be? You guys are new tonight, drop a new in the chat. If you've been watching with us all night, all playoffs, drop OG in the chat. I'm going to shout everybody out. Let's go. Let's go, man. Hope you are all doing well. What's the final score going to be tonight? Guys, before we get into this fourth quarter, I got to let you know that this one is brought to you by Mando. Shout out to Mando. Look, right now the Warriors might stink without Steph Curry, but you don't have to, man. You got to check out Mando. If you're somebody that's trying to find that right deodorant, well, here it is, man. Look no further. This deodorant can survive all day at work, can prepare you for a nice date, whatever it is, whatever the occasion is, Mando has you covered. Whole body deodorant. Use it anywhere on your body. The pits, the package, the feet, the back. It doesn't matter. Mando is a whole body deodorant, and it was created for people that need that special deodorant. It is proven to control odor better than a shower with soap alone, and it sticks all day. It's very comfortable. Doesn't irritate the skin. This is my personal favorite, the Mount Fuji, but they also sent me the bourbon leather, which is my second favorite. And let me tell you something, man. This thing is awesome. It's a deodorant spray. Invisible spray. You can spray it anywhere on your body. This thing is awesome. They have the invisible cream tube deodorant. They have the mini body wash, the deodorant wipes, all of it, man. It's by far the best deodorant I've ever used. It's comfortable. It lasts long. And like I said, if you're one of those people that get irritated by deodorants, this is not the one. And you can use it anywhere on your body. Very unique smells. So check it out. They're currently America's #1 whole body deodorant formula, and you got to check them out. So I'd recommend the Mando starter pack. Use our code PhillyTake5. You get $5 off of the starter pack. The Mando starter pack comes with a solid stick deodorant like this one, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. Once again, use the code PhillyTake5 over at shopmando.com. That's shopmando.com. Use the code PhillyTake5. Get $5 off. Support them. Let them know that RB sent you. Shouts out to Mando, man. Never smell bad again. Get the Mount Fuji, though. That's the best one. My personal opinion. Ban says the score is going to be 112-89, a blowout. Busy B, OG in the chat. Jamal says Golden State 105-85. So you think Minnesota's going 0 points in the fourth? Don says 111-87 T-Wolves. Vincent 112-97. Ban says OG, I think. Busy says 101-89 Wolves. What kind of ad did I just join into? The Mando. Check it out. Shopmando.com. Use the code PhillyTake5. Unless you want to smell bad. Nas Reed floats it up. That one smacked out of bounds. I think my client wears Mando. Let's go Golden State, says Sophisticated. Let's go, man. Rudy Gobert going to find Jaden McDaniels. Actually, it's Alexander Walker in. Anthony Edwards, DiVincenzo, Nas Reed, the 5 for Minnesota. And for Golden State, Healed, Pajemski, Kuminga, Butler, and Draymond. Here's the shot at the buzzer. No good. Picked up by Golden State. If they want any chance of getting back in this game, they need to do it. They need to do it now. Draymond finally puts up a contested bucket, gets it to go. DiVincenzo going to find Anthony Edwards. Here's Naz Reid from deep. Rolls off the rim. Picked up by Golden State. They're pushing it. Here's Jimmy all the way. And he had to throw it back out to the perimeter. Here's Buddy Hield on the top. Gets double teamed. Hield. Draymond. Draymond for three. That one's short. Clover Woods one smells good. Shout out to Mando. Naz Reid or Rudy Gobert? Oh, I'm definitely picking Naz Reid. Here's Anthony Edwards guarded by Pajemski. Edwards drives the alley and Gobert with the putback. This boy Rudy's funny, man. This guy's a funny player. Draymond down to Jimmy. Jimmy floats it up and he's fouled, hacked in the back by Rudy Gobert. Let's go, man. 180 people in the chat. First one going to be missed by Jimmy Buckets. Jimmy going to knock down the second, 87-68. Just kind of feels like they're running out of gas here, but we'll see. We will see. Here's Naz Reid going to dribble, drive, kick it out. Edwards up to Alexander Walker. Kicks it out to Reid. Reid for three. Oh, he got it again. Minnesota is catching fire here late in this game. 10 minutes left. 11 points for Naz Reid. Jimmy turns. Jimmy kicks it up to Draymond. Draymond to Kuminga in the corner. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Draymond. Hands it back off to Kuminga. Kuminga for three. No can do. Warriors need to go on one of them like 28-3 runs right now. And now we got a foul on the other end. Edwards hits the deck. Chenzo for three, no can do. 22-point game. 9:25 to go in this contest. Draymond, right to the rim, goes up and in. Ever since they told Draymond to chill out, I haven't seen him animated at all, so shout out to him. But he actually has to try to score the basketball more. Here's Anthony Edwards, drives downhill, floats one up, got it. Beautiful, crafty finish by Anthony Edwards with the English there. That's poetry. Buddy regressed to the Sixers. Buddy Hield today. I like how we talk about guys in like Sixers form. Like, oh, he regressed to Sixers buddy today. That's so bad that we can do that. Here's Jimmy Butler. Butler going to find Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield for three. Buddy Hield for three. He said, Tika, shut up. Let's go. Buddy with the buddy. Yeah. Gobert down under the basket. Going to turn, kick it out. It's stolen away. Buddy again. Buddy going coast to coast. Steps back for three. Missed it. Pajemski the tap in. 92-75. They might have heard me. Unlike the Sixers, they actually do the exact thing of what I say. Sixers do the opposite. Warriors do what I say. Here's Anthony Edwards. Warriors need a stop, and Buddy with the hack. Guys, we got 175 people in the chat. Can we get to 200 likes? Hit the like button. Let's go. It's got to be everybody, man. It's got to be everybody. Hit that thumbs up right now. Welcome into the show. Playoff Game Day Live. I'm RB. This is Philly Take with RB. We're live streaming as many games as we can. Let's go. We got the mods, the members in the house. Get us to 200 likes, man. Can the Warriors make one more comeback, or will Minnesota put it to bed tonight? Game 3 in Golden State in the Bay Area on Saturday. Here's Alexander Walker, going to cross over, drive downhill, goes up, finishes it with the left. Beautiful blow by. Buddy Hield guarded by Alexander Walker, switched on to McDaniels. He's going to find Jimmy Butler. Butler's got the matchup he wants. Now he's going to drive. They leave him wide open, and Butler's got a free lane to the rack. Butler with 17, still not good enough, but Edwards going to pop a three. He can't get it to go, and nobody tried to track it down for Golden State. Picked up by Minnesota, second chance. Here's Edwards, goes right down the lane, up, and missed the layup again, but they call a late whistle. It's going to be a foul on Golden State, and Edwards headed to the line for a pair. Banch says, like the stream. Let's go, man. Let's go. Everybody get them thumbs up for your boy. AX says, Rudy's game needs Mando. Yo, it really does. Rudy, I got you, bro. I got you, Rudy. Rudy's got to put on some of this before the game, man. Maybe he won't stink as much. Maybe he'll spray himself with the bourbon leather. Shout out to Mando. He's got to use code PhillyTake5, man. Let's go. Let's go. It's crazy. We got 200 people in here, and I only see like 10 people commenting. Where's everybody else at? What are you guys, just listening in? Eating dinner? On a walk? Getting some ice cream? Guys, if you have not yet, follow us on all platforms, man. Links down below. Let's go. Do the Warriors have one more run in them? Secret Underdog the Gamer! What's up? He says, rocking my Philly Take shirt right now. Let's go. I gotta admit, man, the merch, like, it's comfy, man. It's comfy. I just go around, go out to the store, go wherever I go. Go to the basketball court. I'm rocking my Philly Take gear, man. Shouts to the Philly Take gear. Let's go, man. Get it at phillytakewithrb.com. Just for my Sixers fans out there in the chat tonight, I just want y'all to know I dropped a video earlier today. If you missed Daryl Morey's interview, I summarized the interview. I gave you all of the main things that you need to know about. So put that on your to-do list while you're sitting in bed tonight, getting ready to go to sleep. Check out that video. Be sure to comment on these videos too, you know. Make sure to check them out. Drop a like and a comment, you know, get interactive with them. We're continuing to drop a lot of content. Monday night, we will be live streaming the draft lottery. Then we're going to start doing draft breakdowns. So we got a lot to get into. Where's GP2? He's on the bench. Thanks for everything you do, man. I got your back. Curtis, thanks, man. Thanks, man. You looked up as I looked up. We made eye contact. Whoa. Whoa, that's interesting. This is trying to put some moves on or what? Chill, bro. Nah, I'm just kidding, man. What's the best team we could put together with all ex-Sixers players in the NBA? I don't know, man. Tiga, why are you trying to put me through pain, man? Why are you trying to put us through pain, man? We don't need to talk about the Sixers right now. I talked about them earlier today. We don't need to talk about the Sixers. What are we trying to, like, are we so sick in the head? We're just trying to think about the Sixers all day? Oh, man. That's funny. All right. 19 points, 7 minutes to play. Yo, what kind of camera angle is this? Pajemski for 3. Pajemski! Pods! Pajemski finally coming alive a little bit. 96-80 is our score. Alexander Walker kicks it. Edwards for 3. He got it. 99-80. The T-Wolves have an answer at every corner. Every corner, they have an answer. Jimmy Butler going to find Kuminga driving to the rim. He's fouled. Drew the contact. Kuminga to the line for a pair. Tika says, I'll do the deep dive before next stream and I'll make us all cry. Crazy. Edwards going to come off the floor now. Limping a little bit. Jim says, live from the Bahamas. What's up, Jim? Wish I was in the Bahamas right now. Here's Trace Jackson Davis, guarded by Julius Randle. Gonna find Pajemski. Coming around a screen. Pajemski, Jackson Davis tried to throw down a hammer and he was fouled. Jackson Davis going to the line. Kuminga, it was not a shooting foul. But Jackson Davis will head to the stripe. First one going to be good for Jackson Davis. Two positions I think an ex-Sixers team would struggle with are power forward and center, which is crazy because of how many picks they've invested in those positions. $99-82. 6 minutes to play here in Minnesota. Game number 2. Warriors with a 1-0 lead. Minnie trying to tie it up. Randall with the dime. And Alexander Walker couldn't hold it. So that one is out of bounds. Back to Golden State. This is probably their final push here. Hield going to find Jackson Davis getting some burn for the first time. Wings it to Butler. Butler to the corner. Kuminga for 3. Can't get it. Pajemski the rebound. They're fighting for it. Edwards is chirping from the bench. .543 here in the fourth quarter. We got a timeout. 190 people in the chat. What's up, y'all? Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. You guys are the best. Who do you guys think is going to win tomorrow night? Cavaliers or Pacers? And who do you think is going to win out of Denver Nuggets versus OKC Thunder? Who are we picking tomorrow night out of those teams? Who are we picking out of those teams? Do we think the Pacers could actually sweep them? Could they do it? That'd be crazy. Let's see. Wolves really traded for Rob Dillingham. Yo, I forgot about Rob Dillingham. That was a weird trade on draft night. Like, he was supposed to be a top 5 pick, and he doesn't even play. Like, that's just a weird trade. Like, the Spurs had him right in their hands, and then they traded him away. I don't get why they traded for him if they're not going to play him. He was a top 5 pick, right? Or, like, he was supposed to be a top 5 pick. Let's see. Cavs probably. OKC. Cavs and OKC. Troll says Cavs. Marsha says Pacers. What's up, Marsha? Long time no see, Marsha. Thanks for being here. Busy Beast is probably the Pacers and OKC. Don says, is Mobley or Garland playing? If not, then the Pacers. I don't think they're going to play, but we'll see. Thunder. Pacers will sweep the Cavaliers. Cavs have to win. Oh, it's definitely a must win. Definitely a must win. I think I'm going to pick the Pacers to win tomorrow because I think the Cavs are demoralized, and I think OKC is going to win on the road and take back the home court. That's what I would guess. I think Nuggets can beat OKC. I don't know. I don't think they can, especially with how they looked last night, but can't sleep on them. Conley's 36 years old, hence Rob Dillingham. Well, why aren't they playing him? They're not playing him at all? Are you live streaming the draft lottery? Yeah, I am. I'll be here on Monday night live streaming the draft lottery. Be sure to tune into that as I either celebrate or lose my mind. First time live streaming the draft lottery. I want to know why Steve Kerr used Quentin Post as a decoy in this game. Why did he use Quentin Post as a decoy? He played him for 3 minutes in the starting lineup, and then he didn't play him at all. That's kind of weird. Do you guys think Steve Kerr is a good coach? Butler for 3, that one's off. And there's going to be a foul anyway on Golden State, so it goes back to Minnesota. But I think there's a fair point to be made that in the NBA, I think it's fair to say that in the NBA, like, it's just really different than other sports. Like, how much does coaching matter? It definitely matters, but how much, right? Like, Steve Kerr had the best team, one of the best teams ever, and wins all these championships. But is he really a good coach? Like, I feel like in the first round, he made some really bad blunders. Rudy Gobert. What's up with Rudy? You got a headache, bro? I think Rudy's got a migraine over there, the way he's holding his head. First one good for Anthony Edwards. Dillingham was supposed to contribute. Yeah, exactly. He was supposed to be a top 5 pick. I forget where he went, but the Spurs had him, and then they traded him, which was odd. They could have used him too. And then they got like a late draft pick in like 2030. It was a weird trade. But anyway, Steve Kerr's in-game coaching is definitely suspect sometimes. I don't get why he didn't play Quentin Post anymore. Buddy Hield launches a 3. Got it at the shot clock. Shot clock was expiring. That was a heck of a shot by Buddy Hield to kind of keep him in it here. 15-point game, 4:50 to go. There's Julius Randle posting up Buddy Hield. He's been great all night, and he does it again. Julius Randle will not be stopped. 22 points on 9 for 16 in this game. Big time response out of Randle. Hield wants another one. This time he overshoots it by about 4 feet. Here's Anthony Edwards working against Jackson Davis. Edwards with the ankle. Drives, goes up all the way. Lays it in. Wanted the end, one didn't get it. Tell you what, that ankle's going to hurt. That ankle's going to hurt tonight. Butler a 3 on the other end. No good. Minnesota comes away with it. Randle slams it down. He's waiting on the other end, and Minnesota's starting to run away with it. But yeah, man. Anthony Edwards, I know they have that ankle taped right now. It's going to hurt tomorrow. It's going to hurt really bad. That's going to hurt. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the show. Thank you so much for being here once again. And for the final time, this is RB here on Philly Take with RB. NBA Playoff Game Day Live. We cover the Sixers all year long, but for the playoffs, we're streaming as many games as we can. Be sure to like the show, subscribe to the show, and give us some love in the chat, man. Shouts to the members. If you guys want to become a member, hit that join button down below. And shouts to the sponsor, man. Shout out to Mando. Don't stink. Go get Mando. Use the code PhillyTake5. Get $5 off the Mando starter pack. Mount Fuji's the best. Go check it out if you don't want to stink like the Sixers. Don says, who's really a good coach nowadays? There's okay coaches. I mean, I do agree that you have to have a certain level of talent, but there's definitely a handful of good coaches in the league, for sure. There's definitely a handful of good coaches. Like, I think Eric Spoelstra's a good coach. I think, what's his name? Kenny Atkinson. Kenny Atkinson's a good coach. I think JB Bickerstaff showed he's a good coach. I could keep going. You know, there's a bunch of them. I think Chris Finch is a good coach. I think Nick Nurse, when given the right talent's a good coach. Rick Carlisle's a good coach. Jason Kidd sometimes when he's got an actual star. But I do agree about the talent gap. Kevin Knox from the baseline gets it to go. Ryan Sprague, what's up, bro? Thanks for being here, man. Julius Randle kicks it. Alexander Walker for three. He drills it. Timberwolves putting the stamp on this game. Putting the stamp on this game. Pat Spencer gets knocked to the ground. They're going to help him up. This guy, Pat Spencer, he looks like a guy who would try to, like, sell me faulty car insurance. Jaden McDaniels getting a curtain call here. So shout out to everybody who said that this was going to be a blowout. I said it would be 122 to 107, but I think I have to start picking lower scores based on these playoffs because one team always doesn't hit 100. 109-87. We got a timeout on the floor. Shouts to everybody in the chat, man. All the people that have stayed in here with us all night. Appreciate you guys, man. Hope you are all well. JJ Redick is a good coach. Yeah, I mean, he definitely could be. He definitely could be. He's got a lot to learn, though. Got humbled in that first round. Mike Malone was a good coach. Yeah, it's still confusing as to why they canned him like that, but I don't know. I like that guy. I like the guy for the Nuggets. David Adelman, I like him. Seems like a pretty stout coach. A lot of knowledge and wisdom. Seems like the players believe in him. Definitely not an easy job to do what he is doing right now. I mean, the guy's coached more playoff games than regular season games, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. Walker misses the layup, missed it again, picked up by Golden State. 2:50 to play. Braxton Key, former Sixer, I guess you could say. Here's Braxton Key, lost it up in the air. T-Wolves pick it up. We got the cleanup crews in now. I always think about these guys, you know, that are at the bottom of the rotation, getting to come in and play playoff games. Guys that probably don't get to play much in their career, and they're like, yeah, they're, you know, once their career ends and they're doing whatever else, they're like, yo, you'll never believe one time I got into this playoff game with 2 minutes left, and I got to go up against so-and-so. I played in an NBA playoff game, even though I barely played. It's probably like a story that they tell. Pretty funny. First one good at the line. This ended up being a whopping here in the fourth quarter. Anthony Edwards over there talking to Julius Randle, and it feels like he wants to go out and play a whole nother game. Love his mentality. Love the way he thinks. Here's Pat Spencer, guarded by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And we have another foul as Braxton Key hits the deck. Take a guess in the chat right now. How many games did Braxton Key play with the 76ers? If you had to guess. I don't even know the answer myself. But I do remember him. Braxton Key played for the 76ers, the Detroit Pistons, the Denver Nuggets, and now the Golden State Warriors. The correct answer is Braxton Key played 2 games for the 76ers back in 2021. He averaged 3 minutes per game and 1 point per game. The fact that I know who Braxton Key is pretty crazy. Warriors steal it back, knocks down the floor to Moody, out to Santos, plucked away by Terrence Shannon Jr. Jr. goes all the way up and in. Terrence Shannon Jr., Rob Dillingham. That's a good draft for Minnesota. Now we got another foul. Clark. Forgot about him, too. He was drafted this year, too, right? Oh, no, that was last year, 2023. Yeah, like I said, it all comes back to drafting, man. You got to draft good. Simple as that. Simple as that. Free throw's good for Moody. 21-point game. Up the floor. Ooh. It'll roll around. Nice bucket. Who is that? Who is that? I don't even know who's in now. Who's that? Josh Minott? Josh Minott? That was a nice bucket. Julius Randle dropped his jaw there for a second. Here's Terrence Shannon Jr. working against Santos. Switches. On to Moody, turns, fades, short. Shot clock violation. 1 minute to go. It's pretty crazy that the Warriors had 2 first-round picks in 2021. They drafted Kuminga and Moody. Like to think if they had drafted a little bit better there, they might be in a better spot, you know? Ryan Spriggs says, go to A to Z Sports. Our bro takes care of the Eagles. Yeah, man. Check out my Eagles coverage on A to Z Sports Philly YouTube channel. Check it out, man. Go to A to Z Sports Philly YouTube. Clock is winding down, the final moments of the game. Braxton Key to Kevin Knox. Knox all the way. Why are we taking charges? Is that Luka Garza? Oh my, bro, why are we taking charges with the game over? If the process pissed off the league, I have an even better idea. Josh Harris buys a second NBA team that tanks every year, draft the farm, trade all the good players. Yo, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. You got to be careful out here, Tika, putting those ideas out in the airwaves. You got to be careful out here. That'd be crazy. They would shut that down in a second. Hostile takeover style. 117.93, the clock winds out. That's going to do it. Minnesota takes the W here in game number 2. No Stephen Curry. Anthony Edwards got injured, but he stayed in and played through it. We'll see what their statuses are for next game. And Minnesota's going to have a dominant win tonight, led by the man Julius Randle, right on his shoulders. 24, 11, and 7 tonight. Anthony Edwards still put up 20, played better than game 1, even though he was injured. And the Golden State Warriors were nowhere to be found. Jimmy Butler at 17, Hield had 15, mostly again in the second half, but once again, the shooters did not come through. I thought Steve Kerr, thought Steve Kerr didn't really do a good job of rotation management. It went 13, I think, or 14 deep into his bench. Draymond had a spurt earlier in the game, and then they told him to calm down. He was about to get ejected, and Steve Kerr pulled him out of the game. And then he showed no passion for the rest of the game. But Timberwolves shot a lot better. Like I said, make or miss league. 43% tonight for Minnesota. And Golden State shot 28%. So almost a complete flip from game 1. But I think we all expected Minnesota to get it done tonight. Now the question is, can Golden State respond at home? How quick can they get Stephen Curry back? These are all questions that we have. We'll see what the answers are. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to say again, thank you so much for being a part of this stream. It was a lot of fun. Enjoyed it. If you have not yet, follow us on Instagram at Philly Take with RB. Follow me on Twitter /X at RB Philly Take. Follow us on TikTok at Philly Take with RB. Join our Discord if you want to stay up to date behind the scenes with everybody, and become a channel member to help support the grind. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. We've streamed for the last 5 days. We also dropped a video earlier today. All my Sixers fans, check out the video from earlier today if you want to hear everything in regards to Daryl Morey's press conference. Check out that video. I'm going to drop the link here in the chat anyway. And other than that, man, we'll keep grinding out the content. We'll be back on Saturday night for game number 3. We'll break all of it down, man. Hope you guys have a great start to your weekend. Shouts to the members, the mods, everybody else hanging in here with us, man. That's going to do it, though. Series tied at 1. Warriors have to find a way to bounce back. Minnesota's got to continue on what they did tonight. See how it plays out, man. Shouts out to Mando, man. Use code PhillyTake5. Go to shopmando.com. Get the Mando starter pack. Ladies and gentlemen, playoffs continue. Couple big games tomorrow night. Keep your eyes out. We'll see what happens. Enjoy the rest of your night, y'all. Peace.